Laws of love. Law number 1. Love is the greatest value in human life. The essence of life is happiness, joy, and satisfaction. The essence of human life is embedded in our genes as well as in our spiritual essence. The essence and purpose of life consist of the need to give and raise offspring. A person needs to raise offspring to pass on their spiritual heritage to them. In other words, we can say that by doing this we achieve our eternity, the eternity of light and spirit. The spiritual essence of humanity is preserved in the spiritual achievements of each civilization and in each individual person in his conscience. Our entire life passes through the continuous unity and struggle of loss and spirit, good and evil, love and death, work and rest, pleasure and trial. Love is a mutual information about unity, as a result of which a powerful accumulation of psychological energy in organism takes place. In the organism, not only the accumulation of energy due to love takes place, but also the replacement of old cells with new ones, the constant renewal of the organism. Love is a necessary stimulus, a catalyst of this process. That is, without love, the active creation of new cells, the renewal of our organism cannot take place. The maximum lifespan of an organism laid down by genes in time is growth and renewal. Constant love and active activity are the most important ways to achieve longevity of the organism. All the intelligent things that connect us to the world around us are united by only three names. These are love, freedom, and abundance. They are equally important, but love has the greatest assets in understanding our longevity. The main mechanism by which we achieve our most important goals in life is love. So we can say that the path to the eternity of life and spirit lies through love. Love and family are most closely related. We must do everything to develop love in a family. After all, a family provides the best condition for development of life. Therefore, we must never allow a family to fall apart. It happens that a family begins without true love, or family and love exist separately. Love is independent of our will. It does not ask whether we want it or not. It comes by itself. Love is not bad. It is a holy feeling. There is no need to fight love. Love is a mutual contact of the nervous system of persons through the senses. And therefore, persons who have mutual love can embrace each other regardless of whether they are members of other families or whether they are single. There is no need to be ashamed of this sacred feeling. Persons who have mutual love can remain just friends, and there is nothing wrong with that. Love has its own laws. I have identified 6 such laws which, in my opinion, are fundamental. Adherence to the essence of life consists in fulfilling these laws of love. The first law does not prohibit love between strangers. But there is a second law that prohibits at the same time actions that we will discuss a little later. Love has a sexual essence at its core. You can't be rejecting love. Love is always desired. Love all who love. Take hold of hands and feel the love for each other. You can hug each other and feel the love. Law number 2. Sexual intercourse is only allowed within marriage. Just as will is limited by space, because no one has unlimited space. Just as material possibilities are limited by our abundance, our work, the work of previous generations, in the same way there is a boundary that limits love. There is a great limit in love that does not diminish love. It puts it within certain and reasonable limits. A great limit that no one can cross outside of marriage. A great limit between love and sexual intercourse. This limit is allowed to be crossed only when we perform certain rituals, when we take on certain obligations, when we are socially mature for it. A young person who has reached physical maturity must already have a formed conscience, which must contain the requirement of this moral law. There are difficulties in fulfilling this requirement when a person is not yet married. They are related to how to resolve problems with sexual tension. This has been discussed in other blogs. Marriage must be pure and sanctified. It must be concluded in accordance with the accepted traditions and laws of society or the state. The family is the center where love can develop most brightly. There is everything necessary for its development. A separate home, concentrated material goods, children, a unique spiritual wealth. A so-called civil marriage without registration can be recognized as compliant with this law only if there is written agreement between the participants. It is impossible to observe the prohibition between love and sexual intercourse outside of marriage without solving the problems that arise before the spouses. The solutions to these problems will be proposed in the fourth law of love. Law number 3. Love and deception are incompatible. Each spouse in a family has a different worldview, different temperament, and different health. Let's consider the contradictions that can arise already after marriage due to different temperament and different strengths. How to appease the rich? Later, holy love, because love is always holy. Those who cannot appease it within their family find a way out in deception and in adultery. Deception is a violation of the marriage contract or sexual intercourse outside of marriage. In deception outside of marriage, One cannot find complete happiness even when the partners are perfect and love seems to be blooming. Love cannot be won by deception. True love cannot be deceived. It simply disappears. Reconciliation remains, but family love is gone. Only reconciliation and pain remain. Full-fledged love outside of marriage does not have all the necessary conditions for its flowering. The roots of deception are already laid in the current morality of society. It often leaves the family as an appendage to its freedom. Therefore, even when there is no deception at all, there remains a hidden suspicion of each other, which manifests itself in painful attacks of jealousy. And jealousy further destroys the remnants of whole love. Many families in our society live without true love. This should not be, and hence there are many divorces. Current morality condemns betrayal and divorce, but it does not offer ways to resolve natural contradictions, ways to preserve eternal true love. And therefore, morality often forgives adultery. Repent and all will be forgiven. Suspicion and jealousy remain, but love is gone. Many divorces family breakdown causes psychological trauma to children. Raising children in a family where there is no true love contributes to the inferior mental and sexual upbringing of children. It is impossible to correct cases of deception at the present time without changing the current social morality. I have come across many stories about extincting marital infidelity covered in the media, and these phenomena were really condemned. Love and deception cannot peacefully coexist. They are mutually exclusive. The way to solve these problems will be proposed in the next law. Thank you for your attention. I hope you will wait for the next blog.